Hi guys, it's Brandy from Gypsy Eyes to See You, and I'm already itching. It is February 28, 2022, Monday, and I had a Monday. I don't know about you guys, but I often wonder if you're truly touched by the divine, if that means you have to go through more karmic warfare. And what I mean by that is that when you try to live within yourself in a place where you're at peace, it seems like there is outside people that try to interfere with your peace just because you have it, which is nuts to me. I really don't understand that train of thought at all, but I do think it happens to a lot of us. It happens to us in our communities, in our homes. If you've ever been with a partner and woken up and you were in an extremely good mood, and then your partner woke up and they were not in an extremely good mood, in fact, it irritated them that you were in a place of peace at all or happy in any kind of way, just because their day, the way that they woke up, the mood that they were in, and you weren't stopping your joy or dimming your light just because they were in a bad mood. It actually irritated them. So that is an example of what I'm talking about. And this can even happen with our family members, with our sisters, with our brothers, with our aunts, nieces, cousins, uncles. I mean, it happens in a very broad way sometimes, and we don't acknowledge it. So I wanted to talk about that and what that does to you as a person. It makes it hard for you to truly be who you are, because you feel like if you walk in the room with your joy and your peace, somebody's going to try to attack that. And so, sometimes we start dimming our lights. I know I've done that. We start to dim our light down because we know that other people are not vibrating on the same level. And so we try to bring it down a notch so we can kind of blend in almost. And I'm here to tell you that's the exact wrong thing to do. It really is, because then it takes away from who you are and what joy that you have, and it takes away from people all around you that could actually benefit from a little light in their life and joy and peace. So I don't think it's necessarily a good thing if you have to bring your vibration down to meet another individual on their level. In fact, I think it's detrimental to yourself, and that's not what our Heavenly Father wants for us. He wants us to have joy and peace in our life. And I think right now there's a lot of energies going around in our everyday lives that I've been picking up on myself spiritually. I feel the energy is changing, and now is the time for all of the light workers to stand up, and all the children of God to stand up and to spread our peace, because we can't just dim ourselves down and dumb our light down. There's that are pretty scary right now. I'm not even going to mention what we're going through with the whole pandemic thing for the last 2 years, because I know that'll open up a whole can of worms, and I don't want to go there. But in addition to those type of changes that we've seen within our own personal lives, we now have other countries that are at war, and that in itself is scary for us as adults, and also for our children that don't even quite understand what it is that is happening. So what I thought I would do, if I'm speaking to anybody out there that this resonates with, is to pull some cards from my angel deck to see what advice that our angels want to give us right now, that could possibly comfort us, because I really do feel like there is a large group of human beings, people, whomever you are, wherever you are, that are feeling all of this energy and it's dimming their light down. And I think that's the exact opposite of what we should be doing. I think we should shine brighter, and I think we should be kinder and more humble, and have more empathy for what other countries are going through with war. If you watch the news, these are women and children just like me and you out here whose homes are being attacked, and that's scary. And so I think that we'll pull some cards today. I don't mean to be a negative Nancy, but I'd like to see some cards from the angels that can guide us and tell us what can we do within our own individual groups, and what can we do collectively to change this energy and make a difference. What can we do? So I'm going to pull some cards on that, but first I need to get my jacket because I'm too short for this freaking ceiling fan. And so I can't reach to turn it off, and I haven't got chairs yet in my new apartment. So, yeah, every time I turn it on to do a reading, I am freezing. So let me just grab my jacket real quick. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay, so let's pull some cards and see what can we do, angels, ancestors, to make a difference. What can we do to make a difference? Okay, let's see what we got. We got Archangel Michael, which is one of God's very best warriors, his strongest angel, and it says, "You are safe. I am protecting you against lower energies and guarding you and your loved ones and your home," which is exactly, I can't make this shit up. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There is a lot of lower energies, and the first card that we pull is talking about those lower energies, but he's also talking about you are safe and you are protected. Your loved ones in your home is safe and protected. So, but yeah, definitely on the card, the first thing that jumps out at me is that there is lower energies that are trying to pull on the children that are of God and children of the light, whatever you believe in. As long as you have the light and you bring joy to the world, I applaud you for whatever your religious beliefs are. I'm not here to promote that agenda, but I am here to tell you that this is going on globally. I think a lot of lower energies are at play here, and this would be a good time to take a minute and pray, or meditate, or send positive thoughts to these people, because we're safe here in our homes, but there's people out there that are not safe. And we got the life review card. Oh, it's a beautiful card. Look at that. And this is Archangel Jeremiah. Take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. And this is exactly, it just is going to what I'm saying. I feel like there's a lot of negative energy floating around that's imbalanced. And you see how this card has got the light right here behind this angel? I think that we do need to open ourselves up and raise people's consciousness and work more in the light. So this would be a good time for people to pray and meditate, and say what's really on your mind, and then try to think positively to reach out and help people right now with your positive vibrations and your positive thoughts that things can change in the world, because I'm living proof that anything can change at any time. I went from sleeping on my best friend's couch and being homeless to now I have an apartment. And so I kind of feel like I'm living proof that things can change, as long as you're putting positive intention into it. I'm not saying a lot of hard work didn't go into accomplishing my goals, but I will say a lot of prayer went into accomplishing my goals, and I couldn't have done any of this without having that outlet of prayer and meditation. So those are things you can do to bring yourself to a higher vibrational energy, and know that you're safe when you're doing it. You are protected, that the angels do watch over you, and they don't want you to lower your energies. They want you to know that you're safe. You're safe to do the work that you should be doing. And if you're not doing the work that you need to be doing to help yourself, help others, help your communities, then maybe it's time for you to take a life review and think about that, on what it is that you can change to make a small difference outwardly, either within yourself, in your homes, in your schools, in your churches. I don't care where it is, but there is something that we can all take a life review and stock and work on to do better. We all have faults. And then we have the Beloved One. Beautiful card. So this is Archangel Chamuel, and I am helping you with your spiritual and soulmate relationships. So you, if you're working to the good, you're watched over. And yeah, with this card, I just really feel like I might be only speaking to a few of you, but you have angels assisting you and helping you. Don't dim your light. Take a life review and see what it is that you can do to help make a difference, and know that the angel Michael is watching over you along with his other angels, and they're shining the light on you, and they're helping you to make these changes. And just think how great those changes will be for other people. You never know. You seriously do not know. Not that long ago, I had like only $7 on my checking account, and I was pretty stressed out about it. It's pretty close to payday, and we all know gas prices are going up. Here in Oklahoma, I think it's like averaging anywhere from $3.19, $3.15 to $3.45 in some of the smaller communities out in the rural areas. And so, you know, when you only have $7.17 and you're needing to feed your child, that's not a lot of money. So I went through McDonald's, which I don't really promote them. So anyways, I picked the chicken nuggets. She had to have the chicken nuggets, and I picked the cheapest, and I think my bill, whatever I picked, was going to be like $3 and some change. She just wanted some chicken nuggets, and I think she wanted like some of the little apple squares. So I didn't have very much, but when I got up there to pay, it ended up being like, I want to say like $6.89. And you know, I'm going through the drive-thru. I didn't check. I just gave him the card, and I came back, and then I saw that I had actually been overcharged. So I looked, and I had gotten somebody's breakfast sandwich. I guess whoever was behind me, I had paid for their breakfast sandwich. So I was pretty upset because I was like, wait, we were budgeting this amount, $3.50, and I was just trying to make sure there was a couple dollars in there in case, something came up and I needed to get milk or whatever. And so I was really angry and frustrated at all of that, thinking, dang, I mean, I only had X amount of dollars, and here I am paying for the next person. So I called and I talked to someone at the actual restaurant, and the weirdest thing happened. I got told that not only would they put the money back onto my card, but to come back up there the next morning and have breakfast on them. So I did, and I really felt like I got blessed. I got to have a free breakfast on them, plus I got the money back on my card. And when I was leaving, there was a man that I saw in the parking lot, and he was counting his change. He had a whole stack of pennies, and he was counting his change. And it looked like he was homeless. So I really didn't have much to give, but I had some change in the Jeep, and I just really felt the strong urge that even though I didn't have very much, that this man, he had less. And normally I wouldn't, just give out money like that, but I felt like that he was hungry. For some reason, I just felt the strong urge that he was hungry. So I scooped out all the change out of the Jeep and I gave it to him, and it wasn't much, but it was enough that he went inside and he came out and he had 2 sausage biscuits, and I saw him sit down and eat them, and he was hungry. So sometimes we think that we can sometimes we think we shouldn't do anything because we only have a little. But I'm here to tell you that just because you have a little doesn't mean that you can't make a big difference. It was a very humbling experience to see that I fed someone, and if the store had screwed up the day before, and if they had not had given me that free breakfast for my daughter, then I might not have got to feed him, because I wouldn't even have been up there a second time. And sometimes that's how our angels work. And you can make a small difference. And right now the energies are not too great. So I would encourage you to pray and meditate and do a life review and figure out a way to shine your light and make a difference, even if it's only in a small way. You don't know how it affects someone, even in the smallest ways. You can make differences, even if it's just a sausage biscuit from McDonald's, which, by the way, I don't think are that great, but that's a whole nother story. Yeah. Your life purpose is triggering a blessed change. I really feel like right now is the time for everybody to stand up and do what you can. And don't dim your light. Even if it irritates the people around you, keep shining your light. And shine it bright, because that's what we were put here to do. And know that the angels are watching over you, and they're going to help you to shine your light. Raise the vibration. And pray and meditate for your community and loved ones, your family. this country that we're living in right now is scary times. So I think now is the time for everybody to stand up and do what you can to make a difference in each other's lives. There's a lot of people that are isolated because of the pandemic, and they've actually went inward and they've done less and less, and it makes a lot of lonely people. So there's things that you can do within your community to reach out to make their lives just a little bit happier, which in turn makes your life happier, whether you realize it or not. It's a ripple effect. Anyways, I didn't mean to get on here and rant. But I do think we need to talk about the way things are, and we need to work on acknowledging what's going on worldwide and do what we can to make a difference. If that makes sense to anybody, I'm happy to give that message. And I'm sorry it wasn't just a regular tarot reading today. It was more like a soapbox rant. Maybe this video is just for me. I don't know. But maybe it'll make sense to somebody out there. And I wish you guys all the best. I really do. So like, share, subscribe so we can get more content out there. And yeah, that's all I want to say. Thank you guys.